very much. You never miss one. Thank you, sir. We're live on YouTube and TikTok. This is Doctor Lefthandthread Sunday Surgery Live, where we bring some tools back to life. Yes, there's more beat up tools than Bonnie Blue's boudoir. Say that way where there's original in your mouth. Anyway, if you don't know who Bonnie Blue is, don't look her up. I only know because I'm on TikTok, and I wish I didn't. So anyway, welcome to Sunday Surgery Live. We've got a full surgery tonight. A lot of patients on the bench tonight. Tap the screen if you haven't already. And yeah, don't be afraid to comment. Don't be shy. There's 105 likes already on TikTok. Well done. There's more people watching on TikTok than YouTube tonight so far. So that's very good. Good. Oh, you're dead on BWSD. Digital DIY. Good to see in any of your incarnations. You're welcome. So the ones blowing tonight, we're kind of worried that we might have been unplugged again due to weather, but no, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. There was a yellow warning out, and you know, the only yellow was me passing myself and lose my internet again, but that didn't happen. There's Martin Kelly. Hello, welcome back to the stream tonight again. We're going to get going soon. We're only 1 minute 28. It's only just gone 9, so I went early there. Went early to get people a chance to join, maybe have a chat to you. What tool brand do you like? Ryan asks. I like quite a wide range. I've got Milwaukee, I've got Makita, I've got Dewalt. I've even got some Parkside, which people tend to comment on all the time. There's Darren Harrington Original. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Darren sometimes likes to show a bit of his upper body on his videos. I will not be exposing any of my body. I'll just show you my t-shirt. I'll show you my Doctor Lefthandthread t-shirt, but that's all you're getting tonight. I'm not that kind of girl. Martin's telling me to hurry up, so I better get down to business now. Martin says hurry up. Martin's my big brother, so he's telling me to hurry up. Stanfax says, here comes the sexiness. There's going to be quite a lot of sexiness here. You know, sometimes it's not about what you show, it's about what you don't show, you know. Anyway, that's all a mystery. There goes the phone. There goes YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Technical problems. We're still online, I think. So anyway, we had technical issues in YouTube there, but we're back in business. We'll get we'll get this as close as we can tonight to show you what we've got and the vast array of products that are completely knackered. Anyway, tap that screen, guys. Tap the screen on YouTube. Right, we'll go through this in reverse order. We've got a saw. We'll put a battery in to show you. We're all unplugged tonight because we're all cordless stuff tonight. Anyway, not going the best, so we'll put that to the side for now. Angle grinder, not going at all. I did get out of spark a wee while ago, so there might be hope with that one. An old favourite of the channel here. You've seen a lot of these. It's going. He says inconsistent power, and I might just open it, clean out the motor, clean out the switch, service the hammer. I think that's all I can really do with that. There's Gaz Bullen. Good to see you. Who else we got in the TikTok? Good enough. Good enough. Martin likes the SDSs. I haven't done the SDSs for a few weeks, but yeah, they're always a favourite. This is a Mac wrench. If you know anything about a Mac wrench, Mac is Dewalt and drag. But this isn't as a drag because it's not going. This is really a Dewalt wrench with Macrad on it. They made it red and black instead of yellow and black, you know. Anyway, so we'll do something with that. We'll do something with that. And what we're starting with is a Milwaukee battery. And there's a bit of a story to this one, because I have I think he's a subscribe. I'm not sure if he's subscribed to me on YouTube. There's a guy called Daniel from Canada who's got in touch, and I was explaining in my videos how you need to get the voltage of these up to about 17 volts, provided there's a balanced pack, provided there's voltage across the pack to get them to charge. So he argues that it should charge from 12.5 volts if the cells are near enough balanced. Tap that screen, guys. There's Boom Pawns. Good to see you. Hello from Russia. You're welcome, my friend. Neil McDermott just got the number 3 gifter badge on TikTok. So share the live, tap the screen. Thanks, Jan Norot, for sharing. And Corey Curley's on there. He's got the number 2 gift on badge. So good to see you, Corey. And who else we got? Right, tap the screen, guys. There's Marius. Good to see you. Marius is actually a member of the channel. And if anybody on YouTube from Poland, go over to his channel if you want to know about batteries. He is brilliant. There's Rose Quartz 728. How you doing? That's my spicy potato right there, Rose Quartz. Anyway, guys, let's go. Federale says everyone knows Milwaukee is the best. We'll see. Anyhow, we'll get on with this battery. What I was saying about this battery, there was a guy from Canada who, he's fairly experienced, and I do respect him. And we had an exchange over email of all things, because he doesn't have WhatsApp and we don't have a way of communicating handy, but he wanted to get in touch because he was disputing what I was saying on some of my videos. And I like to hear some of it out because he might know something I don't. This here is showing 12.1 volts. Screen's backwards so you can't see it, but it's 12.1. Anyway, he reckons if that's 12.5, that will charge. I reckon no. I reckon it needs to be up probably over 17. But this is all dependent if the cells are balanced or not. So we've got 12.1. Remember that number. And remember where it's coming from. We'll not waste a lot of time on this, but we'll get the party started with this, and then we'll move on to the heavy stuff. Pull the screws out of that first. Still back to front. I know I can do that. I don't know how to figure that out. We're still back to front, but you can adapt, guys. I believe in you. And Milwaukee has the power. Einot says He-Man had the power. Anyway, there's not even a kick in that according to the indicator. But anyway, I'll show you what's up with it. We'll get the other meter. That's bigger. You're going to have to read backwards because the screen's backwards. But tap that backward screen there. No matter how backwards you are yourself, you're more than welcome on here. Bro, can you confirm what I say? Milwaukee is the power. Milwaukee is the power. Milwaukee is a very, very successful brand. It's a very good brand. I have a lot of respect for Milwaukee. You know. But there's no brand better than the other. They all have their advantages and disadvantages, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I can't confirm anything like that. So 2.4, 2.44, 2.44, and 2.46, and the last but not least, 2.43. So we'll get a fairly balanced pack there. And according to my friend Daniel, this, we'll have to bring it up a little bit to prove what he says. But Rose Quartz 78 loves Dewalt. I'm a bit of a Dewalt fan myself, due to the price. I think though it's not the best across the board, it represents great value for money, in my opinion. They've some great pieces, and they've some not so great pieces. But it would take too long to get into all that. The power on here. So we'll bring the power up a little bit to start with, and I'll prove to my friend Daniel that this is not going to charge at 12.5 volts. And then we'll bring it up the whole way and get the charge. So set her to, we'll just set her to 13 volts. 13 volts, and we'll press the output button. And she should bring up to 13 volts fairly quickly. This will not take long. Somebody from Romania is saying, God be with you. God be with you too, sir. Thank you. Anyway, how is my leaf empty for 19 EU? I don't know. I don't know. Love it. We're loving Rose being on the live stream there because we've got a very poor level of. Oh, this is a DC power supply. It's a programmable power supply that you can bring up a battery safely rather than the jump start method, which I have sworn off completely. Rose is very important to the stream because Rose is a lady, and we have very poor lady followings on this platform. We've probably only 4 or 5% on YouTube and probably 8% on TikTok. Rose's son stole her drill. Well, if I was nearby, I could give you one because I have plenty. Is that the first fix of the night? It's not fixed yet, but it will be. Right, what do we see if we're getting 13 volts now? I'll put the power off and test the voltage. This is 13.3. So we're gonna charge this battery or attempt to charge it, but it won't because it needs to be about 17. Unless Daniel's right and I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy because I learned something. So let's see if this charges now. No, we've got what I call Milwaukee Christmas. That's bad. Ladies unite, you have a million. We need the ladies. Tap that screen. Even if you're thinking of becoming a lady, even if you used to be a lady, just tap the screen. There's 81 watching on TikTok and 69 on YouTube. So Daniel's theory didn't pan out. But I'm just going to show you what happens if we take her up above 17. We should have a good result. So we've got to set the power supply. Sorry this is backwards, guys. But you can take my word for it. I'm going to set her for 18 volts. I'm going to hit the output button. And she should bring that up fairly quickly. So tap that screen. 16. Gaz is saying 16 volts should be enough to start charging. It probably should be, but I always like to bring up to 17 to be on the safe side. I don't fix the soldering irons yet, smiley face, but right, what do we see? We're going up here now. We're getting up there to about, we'll measure it here now. We're coming up nicely. You take my word for it, that's coming up 16.75 there. That's ticking away. I know Dewalt is 16, I even had one start at 15. But what do you think, guys, of a theory that'll start at 12.5? Daniel said to me that if them ANR 18650 25 hours are safe down to about, you don't damage them if they charge to 2.5 volts, but that doesn't mean that they'll start charging at 2.5 volts, in my opinion. I think these boards dictate it. It's too low. Yes, exactly. In my experience, I always bring them up to 17 to be on the safe side. This is coming to 17.62, but that's not really real until I put that off. We're at 16.98. We'll get her up an hour wee bit. Right, we're at about 17 there, and we'll try her on the charge now. We'll throw all that to one side. No, still not charging. If that's the case, we might have to put a board on her, but I have a board for it. We could do that. We'll give her another wee bit to see, just to make sure we get her up further. She was above 16. She was around 17. She was sort of dropping, you know. Hey, there's Ed, the old tech guy over on TikTok. Good to see you. Good to see you. Gav, not really fixing nail guns at the minute. Not really taking on a while at the minute. Maybe unbalanced. Maybe a little bit unbalanced. Good to see you, Pat McMahon. Better late than never. Tap that screen. So, might be unbalanced. We'll stop her again. We'll give her a try. We'll see what voltage we're getting before we put her on. It's for this to be conclusive. 17.24 and dropping. So theoretically this should be enough. Unless we get some other problem. No, she's we'll try the wee reset or something, will we? We'll bring her on up to see if that makes any difference and leave her to one side. It could be another fault with this one, but we'll keep her going. Put her up to 18.8 and leave her to one side there, and we'll move on and come back to it. We'll come back to her later on. Keep her going. Anyway, we'll start with something else now. So, Pat says the only thing that's not balanced tonight. It's not the only thing that's not balanced tonight. Try 2 amp 20 volt. Try 2 amp 20 volt. So put the amps down. Put 2 amps. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Sometimes it's hard for me to infer what you guys mean sometimes over the chat, but you know, I'll do my best. 2 amps, power up to 20. There you are. We'll try that and follow that later. Right. Good enough. I'm not taking on very much stuff at the minute because I have far too much stuff here in the workshop that I have to get on with. So I think I might do the saw next. Here's the saw. For you guys that have only joined, she's not sounding very good. See, we're suspecting brushes at this stage, you know. Power supply playing over. And she's going up slowly. There's Archangel. Good to see you back, Archangel. Good to see you. Robbie24 thinks a tidy up would help first. Whatever OCD is, I think I have the opposite of that. So it's probably a medical condition. Minus OCD. Right. There we are. Okay. So we're going to solder in some brushes, see if they make any difference, but they might not. We'll see. And the brushes I will be using this evening to some of these 440s. I got a bag of these 440s, and these fit a lot of the Makita 18 volt stuff, the older stuff. There's Mr. Cook, good to see you. There's going to be a bigger mess. Is that drill bit long enough? I'm sorry, it's the longest one I have. It's the longest screw bit I have, but you know, I'll order a longer one for next week if you're not happy in any way. So I'll take 4 of these. I got a big bag of these in the cheap, and I've noticed that they fit these here. You can solder them on. The current up a wee bit. The brushes aren't even really fully done, these. So this might not make a wild lot of difference, but we'll do it anyway. Am I Scouse? No. I'm not from Liverpool. I'm across the Irish Sea from Liverpool. I like people from Liverpool. Some of their outlooks in life similar to people from here. But I'm not Scouse. Hello from Canada, Mr. Boston Bully. Good to see you, Paul Cook. I'll cut them out here, Anna. Put these other ones on. Yes, Mark Jones, I do fix Makita batteries. If you follow my channel, my profile on TikTok, there's quite a lot of Makita stuff on there. I've done it for quite a while. Pat's heading up my neck of the woods next weekend. Good man, Pat. Pat's on a road trip. Pat's on the road trip. Pat, I would say you're about 200 miles away from me. At a guess. An educated guess. I actually visited your neck of the woods back in 2019, and I went to see the world famous Father Ted house. Ted was not there because Ted's dead, baby. Ted's dead. And who we got in the TikTok? Tap that screen, guys. Robbie24 has a mag drill, keeps eating the brushes. I would say your armature's rough. Or, if you're putting the right brand of brushes in her, maybe you're putting a generic brush in her. Some of the generic brushes don't last long. So it depends on that. If you're putting the right brand of brushes on them, and they're eating them up, it's probably the armature being rough. There's Black Dot Killer. Black Dot Killer has to be my most prolific commenter on this platform. Like Dot Killer comments in every single one of my videos, long videos, short videos, the whole lot. So thank you very much for that. And if any of you other guys want to comment or want to throw likes on the videos, don't be afraid. And even if you find the video boring, just let it play out, because that helps the push out. If it's a 30-minute video, just let it play and go and make a cup of tea or something. So I get the view. That's good. This is quite good for me. Anyway, it's started from brand new. That's weird. I don't know how to explain that then. I don't know how to explain that. They don't cover brushes under warranty either, because it's seen as a wearable part. Let's see where we got. The 4 hours from Belfast. All batteries can go bad. I've seen them all. Impacts, all impacts can go bad. I have a Mac impact, which is a Dewalt impact, that's gone bad and here and right. So you can't just say it's Milwaukee. There's Daniel. There's Daniel. Daniel, we're working on your theory at the minute about the batteries. We do think that 12.5 is too low, but we haven't got her to charge even at 17, so we haven't been able to disprove your theory as of yet. But then we'll see. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. But I kind of have experience of them not charging at the lower volts, so we'll see. We'll see what transpires. You want that to go down there? There we are. Get in there. Good to see Daniel Horn on the stream. We were discussing about yourself a while ago, so it's good to see you. And by the way, Daniel, it's, you know, it's a very clumsy way to communicate, the way we're communicating through email, so hopefully we'll still remain friends, because it's very unusual way of communicating. You just don't get it's easy to get misunderstood, and you don't, you know, it's hard to explain. There's Strawberry. Good to see you, Strawberry. How's your cotton, Keen Drift? Right back at you. You would end up dumping that, alright. Are you out of a mag drill where the brushes are not? That seems extreme. Seems extremely suboptimal. Got more solder in that. Now that's it. One more to go. There's 4 brushes in these. How do you rate the TikTok impact wrenches? I'm thinking getting one just for personal use. Depends what you're doing with them. I know about one of the Parkside ones for professional use, and he says he burnt her out. She was shit. But she's probably alright for personal use. The TikTok one's much the same. I have one. It's like a wee wrench. It depends what you want her for. Should probably be alright for carrying the boot in case you get a flat wheel. You could zip the wheels off, even you have a breaker bar to slacken them, even she'll not slacken them herself. She'll be useful in that respect, you know. Normal weather. Well, it's not raining as much. We've had biblical rain over the last few days, but we haven't had the storm that it was predicted. It wasn't the same level. internet and all's going and everything's going very well. So we're happy enough for that. Better using brute force, yes. And then wee things will be handy if you only save money. I see them as probably useful for what I say, carrying the boot just to run the nuts off even when you're slacking, you know. If you can justify the proper stuff, buy the proper stuff, but if you can't, you know, I can understand why somebody would want to save money. So it's like that. You buy the best you can buy, even your own DIY. Sometimes you can get a wee bargain. Depending what you're doing. Depending what you're doing. What I'm doing, I'm attempting to solder Makita brushes onto Dewalt saw to get it to go better. I think that's a fair definition of what I'm at there, what I'm up to. We'll see. That's the old brushes. They were shit, I know. They were gone anyway. Right. We'll put the lid on. See if is that flux in the syringe? Yes. It's no clean flux. Yes. There's Big Star over on TikTok. Good to see you, Big Star. How do you find Leather Me? How do I find that this here? This is phenomenal. I love this. I wouldn't have anything else. That is phenomenal. That is a terrific piece of kit. Absolutely. So anyway, we're going to put this together again and see. So I'll probably go for a decent one. I'm located in an undisclosed location, Lauren Verdes, in County Tyrone. Yeah, we're all answering. Pat can't justify the normal good stuff, but he still buys it. So the saw is now in my Walt. Yes, the saw is now in my Walt. There's some Frankenstein shit goes on in this workshop. This surgery, as it were. We may have to replace the board on the battery, but we'll see. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, we're going to put the lid in this and see if we can get her to go. Anyway, and you can decide. I'll let the audience decide if it's a fix or fail. We're going to see 3 new messages now. Is the battery hack for real? Which battery hack? What battery hack? What? I'm wearing the Leather Me hats now at the minute for a while. Doctor Lefthandthread Leather Me hats. So. Leather Me down in Kerry makes those hats. He makes phenomenal merch, and I have to get on to him to get more stuff. I was threatening this couple of weeks to get on to him again, and he's on the chat there as well. When a battery's dead, you start from another from the tools. Yes, sorta. But the best thing is to use this here instead. If you have a workshop environment, that'll get you out of it. It doesn't always work. I've went into great detail on my channel why the jump start doesn't always work. In fact, there's more times where there's more instances when the jump start wouldn't work rather than it would. It would have probably worked in this one if it's just a low volter and the cells are all equal. No bother at all, Leather Me, you deserve it. And I'm working on the battery. I've brought it up. We brought it up to 13 volts and it didn't charge. Daniel, And I'm bringing it on up another battery. We're up to 18 here now, 18.2. So there's 18.2 going out of the power supply, so that means she's probably sitting around high 17, 18, you know. So we're going to try this now. Is this a fix or a fail? I'll put a bigger battery in and see if we get a louder noise off her. Dear dear. Anyway. We're going to call the fix. Who knows? You'll know when he starts cutting woodware. But anyway, that's number one. Thought number one was going to be the battery, but the battery's, yeah, still on the charge. We can go for this next. Pat uses a 9 amp, and I recommend Pat using a 9 amp on that. Ideal. No, not a sausage out of her. Anyway, no, thank you, Daniel. It's good to see you in the chat, right enough, definitely. Anyway, we'll get this dismantled, hopefully. Are we in a 15 or are we in a 20? Yeah, we're in a 15. We're in a 15. Anyway, we'll get the screws out of this bad boy and see if we can't do something with it. How do you, I sort of label them? I have a wee book I write everything down on. And it's kind of, you have to leave stuff at certain places in the workshop where you can discern where it come from, you know. If somebody gives me a batch of tools, I try and keep them together. Like if I have five of these grinders, for example, I'll keep his over here and I'll keep his with his batteries over there. Labeling, yes, definitely. It's got to be a real carry on this. It's just a lot to do. Aki Marius is calling it a fix. Good man, thank you, Marius. And Big Star saying open it up. That's exactly what I'm doing. We'll see. The screws at the front are at 20, I think. The big screws holding the head on. How would you rate the best battery grinder? These are pretty good for what they are. This is the best brushed battery grinder in the market, in my opinion. I don't think anybody does a better brushed one. But Dewalt don't do the best brushless one. I wouldn't rate their brushless one wide high. I think the Milwaukee's better. And I think the Makita brushless one's better too. Than the Dewalt brushless. But this is the best brushed grinder in the market. It's kind of older tech now. And this is a particularly old one. Because I can see from the outside she's only 2 brushes in her. The newer ones, not even that new, have 4. This is only 2 brushes and this is the old one. Hopefully it's not the switch. Oh, I see what's wrong right away. I see what's wrong right away. Do you see much healthy tools? I see a few, yeah. Are you in a repair shop? J-Bubs is in the hospital room. Oh, and I hope you're not in the hospital room. Hope you're alright, J-Bubs. Good to see you. Yeah. I'll show you what's wrong with this, but I'll give her a little dust. I can see right away what's wrong. I'll show you both now, both TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, there it is there. It's a very common fault in these. You see the wire? See, the pair doesn't travel wirelessly to there. You need the wire connected. She's got a Wi-Fi. She's not brushless, but she has wireless at the minute. She's Wi-Fi. So that wire needs reconnected. So probably just pull that wire out and reconnect it properly or something. We'll see what we can do here. Might need the Dremel to do a good job of it. I don't know why your charger's not working, sir. Sorry, I can't be more help. Timbark, I don't understand German, and I'm very sorry for my ignorance. I do not understand German. Fruit mich das dir gut geht? Good get? Dir gut geht? I don't know. You're one. J-Bubs is my hospital room. You're probably safer in a real hospital room, but you can't get injured through the internet, as far as I know. Feelings can be hurt, I think. I don't know. People's feelings can be hurt. That's an orderless wire. So we'll Timbark, I don't understand. As anybody can translate what Timbark is saying for us? Marius, are you bilingual? If you're still there, man. Anyway, we're gonna do something with this. Pulled the finger off my glove and I burnt my finger. Oh. Anyway, that's my guitar picking finger too. Anyway, we'll see. I was a schoolboy era there. You can translate the comment when you select translate from the menu. I don't know. It's alright. If some of my guys could tell me what he said, it'd be fair hand there. And I can continue to fix this and burn my fingers. Somebody asked me one night, did any soldering tips? And I said, don't burn your fingers. So that's my soldering tips. If you do burn your fingers, don't cry like a girl, just get on with your life. We need a bit of wire. Will you pull this out first? Cut that in half maybe. We'll see. These grinders will go till they melt the wires off themselves. But we'll see what we're doing for comments here. Do you all messages? Well, right, 124 watching on YouTube and 61 watching on TikTok. TikTok, you must try harder. These melt the wires of themselves. That's what they do. They go to the melt the wires of themselves. So we'll do a bit of jointing here. We'll see if I can get a nice bit of wire. Yeah, hold on. Nice bit of wire. Should do it. Nurse, the doctor needs new gloves. Could be a battery. I don't know. Doctor needs a new finger. I don't know, we'll get one later. One time to look for one now. That's a nice bit of wire. We like that. Oh, we need that. Come back. These experience a bit of heat and they melt the wires off themselves, but the motor usually survives unscathed. Back again on YouTube, Martin. Martin's been flying about in both there, so thank you. Thank you, Martin, for supporting me on both platforms. Anyway, we'll try and get on with this carry on. Get a bit of soldering done. A bit of it. Soldering iron works better if you turn it on for a few seconds. Let's see. How did that burn? That's nasty, isn't it? Just cooked the skin. Anyway, didn't luster, just seared it. That was hot. And words of the great philosopher Kelly Clarkson, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't know what's up with your how's the battery doing? Hang on. Battery update. Guy's looking for a battery update, so I gotta oblige, man. We're getting up near 18.5 volts there. Right, let's see. Can we this way right in there? That's terrific. That's terrific there. So that's all. That's soldered on one side. And we just gotta join it to the switch now. This wire at the switch. So get this. Might put a bit of heat shrink on that end. I got a whole pile of boxes of this Parkside heat shrink when I was on. It's very good. Electricity would definitely kill you. And unlike the Marvel movies, radiation kills you too. It doesn't make you into a superhero. Apparently. Allegedly. Wee bit of heat shrink will do no harm. Right. I'd be too embarrassed to do a workshop tour, Bradley, because my workshop is like, it makes a dump look like the Ritz-Carlton. I'd be too embarrassed to give you a workshop tour, Bradley. That's honest to God's truth. because I get the opposite OCD, as I mentioned earlier. It just looks like it looks like the apocalypse already happened. What is turn this back a wee bit? It's actually getting in my way. Where's my scissors? Always hang up there. Anyway, that's better. Don't need that much heat shrink. Anyway. Okay, this is turned out. I'm a bit of a hash of this. Nope. Let's try it again. That's not great. I don't have a soldering iron station. I have a soldering iron. I don't have a station. I am to soldering what Keen Herd is to babysitting. But I don't let that stop me. Just because it's not your you weren't putting this out to do something doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You should just continue persevering. And hopefully someday you'll be able to do it to a degree that it'll sort of work. But I'll strip that back too. That's going to work now. It's organized chaos. It is chaos. It is organized chaos. Doesn't matter. It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. And I do not mind. No, that's it now. It ain't pretty. This ain't the Power Tool Beauty Contest, so it's going to do rightly. Lovely, beautiful. Nothing else here to see. There's Big D. How are you, Big D? Good to see you. Somebody, I think Acumarius has answered something. Not everything you see on the internet is a desire to earn money. Sometimes there's also, like here, a passion, a hobby, as well as a desire to show others and how to repair yourself. Thank you very much for that, Acumarius. Good to see you, Big D, at any time. To recap, we're with a battery on the charge. We soldered some Makita brushes onto a DCS391 saw. We're now fixing a wire on one of these DCG412. It's one of the old ones with 2 brushes instead of 4. You're welcome at any time. You have already been forgiven as far as Doctor Lefthandthread is concerned. I don't know about the other guys in the stream. That's how they feel about that's their own business. I have my own feelings. In fact, I don't have any feelings because feelings are for girls. And men who dress up as ladies. There you are. That's all we've got to say about that, man. So we get the cover on this to see if we can get this to vroom vroom. This is too good to throw out, even though it is ancient. These are not a bad old machine. We'll probably just grease the head as well when we're here. We've gone this far. I know long we've been at this. We're at this in here. Cool. We've been at the live streaming there, not this particular item. Nice. I burnt my finger as well, but I didn't cry because I'm a big boy. Anyway, oh, 405 needs a skip. That was you. How's the battery doing? Battery is at 18.77 volts. We'll switch off the output to see. It's dropped to about 18.5. So anyway, it's about 18.5 volts. So we'll probably get our, once we get this screwed together and get the head greased, we'll probably have a lot of luck at the wee battery. All good. Those 412s are fantastic for the money. I would dare to say that it's the best brushed grinder on the market, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But Dewalt don't do the best brushless grinder in the market, in my opinion. So the 405, it needed to skip, according to my friend there. Yeah, we were able to resurrect that. It was only a bit of physical damage to the shell. No, this is not the last fix. This is only like There's only fix number 2. That's if this is a fix, Bradley. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is not easy, you know. Customer gave me an old NiCad and 2 batteries. Told me it unit works. He thinks the batteries are scrap. Frankenstein mashup. Big D, definitely. Frankenstein mashup. Put one of the Milwaukee. Put one of the Milwaukee adapters on her. Screw it on, and then you'll fit the M18. That's what you do. Anyway, we're going to grease the head of this mother. I don't know. We're messing about with the power supply there. I'll turn it up a wee bit. Not too high, is she? Anyway, we'll grease the head of this. And then we'll try a battery and see what it fixes. It's my multimeter beeping. Hold on, this must be 15. 15. Show tint? I can't show tint, sir. I wouldn't even show you my mum's, let alone my tints. Anyway, there we are. We'll put a bit of grease in this, and then we'll hit the road to the your NiCad to lithium adapter. You can. You can do that. That's the multimeter switcher still up. Hi. Send Big D some of my homemade adapter packs. So I will do that. I will do that for you, J-Bubs. Some green grease. I think that's enough. I get a bit carried away there. Too much is never enough, guys. That's good thick stuff there. I love that stuff. Lovely. No, you never take easy with it. Not in this game. Not in the Doctor Lefthandthread business. You never take easy with it. If A is right and B is wrong, you choose C. Yeah, you can use the blue one. Use the blue one, Tom or Rob. Definitely use the blue one. We'll try a battery in this to see if it's a fix or a fail, guys. This is where we're at. What do you think? Fix or fail? Fix or fail? Fix. JD Hogg says, good to see you. I've got a lot of cordless screwdrivers. It's handy because you keep a 15 in that one, you keep a 10 in that one, you keep a 20 in that one, and you have a spare one, just in case one of them goes flat. So everybody's saying a fix, everybody's saying a fix. And if you want to see my burnt finger over on YouTube, it's superficial burnt flesh, seared flesh. It's nothing serious. We will live through the night. So we're going to pull the trigger and see here now, and then we're going to go back to the battery. Everybody's saying it's a fix. What do you know? Everybody's right. So that's 2 down. We're saying 2 fixes so far, aren't we? We're saying 2 fixes. And what are we moving on to now? We're moving on to the battery. And then we'll do one of these. Good big D's Big D's there, so he'll help out if we get it wrong. He knows them like the back of his hand. Are we going to try this battery again first? Let's see what we need. We need a charger. We need a charger, and we said she was what voltage? She's showing 18 something. She's off 18 and a half. So if she doesn't charge at that, we'll probably have to pull the board off her, which we will do. If she doesn't charge at that, we might have to pull the board off her. Yep. She's giving us the Milwaukee Christmas. That is disappointing. We could try the reset. Some of you guys told me how to do. I think it was gas, but I don't think it'll work on this one. I don't know. Maybe it will. We'll try it. We'll try a wee reset. Sometimes the charger resets it, but not always. There we go. If she doesn't do that, we'll have to probably put a board on her. No. We'll have to put a board on her. I'm sorry I couldn't find the answer, Daniel. Daniel Horn, if you're still there. I'm sorry we couldn't find the answer for you tonight, because this one proved to be in a suboptimal condition. So I'll put a board on her. Jose Bondia, I am in Ireland. I am an undisclosed location in County Tyrone and the island of Ireland. Yeah, sometimes the drill does as well. It didn't do it, so we're going to have to pull the board off her and get another one. I'm going to get another board. Oh, that's my keyboard. On the keyboard. Here we are, as promised, just what the doctor ordered. There's a battery progress bar show now. It shows nothing. Showing nothing. Does it show a flashing light or nothing? Marius, still Christmas. Still Milwaukee Christmas. There's the board. That's the replacement board. So we're going to get the board off, which shouldn't take too long, my friends. We're going to do it fast. We'll do it real fast. And Daniel Horn, if you're watching, forgive the slapdash nature of what you see here. This was going to be even worse than my usual stuff, because live streams I tend to rush, you know. Tend to rush on a bit and get the job done, and I have been known to be a bit of a savage at times. For that I'm sorry, but not really wild sorry. Anyway, get the screws out of the old board. What would it cost roughly to fix that? If you want to send me I don't discuss really pricing on this format. I would discuss it maybe with you if you're interested in maybe in a message request in TikTok or something. When the board is on, try charging the charger. Well, the thing is, we brought the voltage of the cells up, so the problem is, Daniel, we brought the voltage of the cells up. They're no longer 12.5s. The cells are no longer 2.5. The cells are probably at 3.6 or something now. So that's not going to help. This is the one with the heat protection too, the overheat protection. So I got slightly better boards this time. I was getting the blue ones and they had none of that on them. we'll see. It's still a knockoff piece of equipment, so you know, he pays your money, he takes your chance. There we are. That's the old board off. I must the gold board off first because it leaves more room for the new board. These gloves are not helping me. I was looking at the heated solder sucker on Amazon. There's to buy one. Daniel Horn was telling me about a solder remover, but it's expensive. I don't know if I could justify it in my budget, but it looks the business, Big D. Daniel Horn was telling me about that in one of his emails. He was giving me some great advice and that stuff, and I just don't know if I can justify some of the stuff he's talking about, because you have a good WhatsApp. That's good. We can communicate that way. We can communicate that way. It might be a less clumsy way than the old emails. Old emails is about shit. Anyway, I've got that screwed on, so it's a matter of reattaching. So close your eyes down, and you're about to see some shit you might not agree with. Would any, I don't know, boss dog, if anyone fix. But if you want to contact me, anyway. I couldn't justify it. Don't know. If I keep doing this, I might be able to justify some of that stuff. I don't know. We'll see where I put my flux. There it is. Problem of being chaotic, like you end up not giving two flux, and your flux gets lost. That'll do me. Yep. There's the right way, the wrong way, and then there's the Doctor Lefthandthread way, which is probably never the right way. That's not bad for me. Do you want a heated solder remover? Yes, I do want a heated solder remover. Yes, Martin, thank you very much. That'll do for Christmas and my birthday. I don't know, Jay, what? I'm fixing a battery, guys. Fixing a battery. Lovely jubbly. No, I'm not. I'm not in England. I'm an island of Ireland. I'm in Northern Ireland. I'm in an undisclosed location in County Tyrone. So there you are. I'm trying to make power tools great again. You know? Lovely jubbly. We're getting lights here. We're stuck together. Anyway, everything's stuck. Everything's stuck down. One line of shit. Right. Doctor's ways are okay, but watch your fingers. Fingers. Full finger count, which is a miracle. 94 people are watching on YouTube and 70 people are watching TikTok. Well done, TikTok, for trying to catch up there. Fingers are at risk, always. So anyway. Don't put this on now. Yep. Knockoff boards are bad for your health. That's tight, but it's alright. No, it's okay. Thought that wasn't going to go on there. We'll screw it together and then we'll do a little volt check and see what we can do. Somebody wants to co-host. I'm sorry, I can't let you on because it's too much. It's too much to follow both chats and deal with another person and converse with them as well. Where's the Mark II at? Mark II. The Mark II, is it the Mark II Dewalt? It's quite a place up there, you know, to be honest. I didn't use it tonight. The problem with these knockoff boards, you can hardly see that. See, that's for TikTok as well. The LEDs are very, very dim in the knockoff boards. That's what I notice about them. But we're going to try this in the charge. But first of all, we're going to do a little quick volt check. Hopefully. I don't think I'm going to need the soldering iron tonight again. We'll see, you know. But anyway. I have 2 cells. One is Milwaukee batteries. Yes. If you've seen my TikToks and YouTubes, you'll know I can tackle that. I'd eat one of those for breakfast. Right, we can't do the test that you were maybe looking for us to do, Daniel Horn, because we've got a battery sitting here at 18 volts. So we can't do the test that you want us to do. So we'll just put it in the charge. 0.81. Is that better? Is that better? That will charge. We'll try it on the charge here now. That will charge. I know it will charge, but it didn't. Sadly, I wasn't able to level the debate, but we will stay in touch, Daniel Horn. Anyway. Have we got Milwaukee Christmas? No, we haven't. All's good. It's charging. It's charging. Yeah. Holding that multimeter upside down reminds me of something that happened in my life about 20 years ago. I was caught speeding over the Glenshea Pass in 2004. And I was caught doing 99 miles an hour. And it took every bit of strength in my body and mind to not say to the policeman, they showed me the thing with 2 9s on it. They tell me I was going to tell him he was holding it upside down. I think I would have got me into more trouble. I would say, Tempo, where are you, bro? I'm in an undisclosed location in County Tyrone, and the island of Ireland, in Northern Ireland, in the UK, in planet Earth. Right, that's as specific as I'm going to get. There we are. We're all right in the chat now. Right, good enough. We'll get on with this. The thing about this is one of the things I don't like coming into the workshop. Because it's actually going. He thought she was missing when she was drilling. So it means maybe the trigger's dirty, maybe the motor's dirty, maybe the hammer needs service. So tonight, Matthew, we're going to do all of the above. You know, that's what's going to happen. So we'll start stripping this down. Bag some stuff up as well as we go. Keep it all together. All of the above. Yes. All of the above. That's what she needs. And hopefully it works when we're finished, because if it doesn't work when we're finished, that's bad. That's definitely not a fix. That is unequivocally a fail. But I think we've got enough. There's an O-ring. I'll need that O-ring later, so I'll put that on there. You can remind me it's on there. If this doesn't go, and we fail on this one, I'll be happy enough, because we've had a few fixes tonight. I'm counting the battery as a fix, because that's still charging away there. And counting the grinder as a fix, and the saw as a fix. We still have another one after this too, so we could get a clean sweep tonight. I didn't even know what time it is. I don't even care. There we are. That's not the cleanest. Give that a wee wipe. Right, let's see. Milwaukee, which better? Which better? Everybody asks me which is better. I don't know which is better. It just varies from tool to tool. Pick your favorite color. It's very hard to get caught up with glitch. Well, the thing was, I would love to tell you that I was driving a high performance motor vehicle and I was caught up going up to Glen Shane. What happened was, it was one Thursday night. I was going to cross the Glen Shane Pass, going over the Glen Shane Pass towards the Maharad direction. And I was driving an Mondeo I had just purchased earlier that day. She was an 18 turbo diesel, but somebody must have forgot to put the turbo on her, because she was dead as hell. She was dead. So I thought maybe she was suited up because an older man had her. So I was giving a tire to see if we could clean her out. And so I was giving her all she had down the Glen Shane. And I seen blue lights behind me. And that is the moment I shit my pants. Because I had no idea what speed I was doing. Because if I'd have been doing 100, I would have lost the books. 22. If I had been caught doing 100, I would have lost the books automatically. Because I had to go to court because it was over 80. It was over 80 miles an hour. And yeah, that was it. I got 4 points and £150 fine because I'm poor. Anyway, I dropped my ball, which is suboptimal. Should have left it in the magnetic dish, shouldn't I? I leave my ball there. Drop my ball again. My balls are dropping. There's my ball. I'll clean my ball. There's nothing like a clean ball. It's a clean ball, and I'll put it in the magnetic dish so I don't lose it. Lesson is learned. So we'll get this thing open. Can't keep a hold of my balls, man. The balls got many a man in trouble. It's all T20 now. It's all no. What's wrong with the SDS? Needs a full service, Dermot. Needs a full service. Alright. He didn't do me any harm. There's report to call. He could have sunk me, but he didn't. I was civil to him, and he kind of like, I think he had a modicum of compassion for the fact that I wasn't an asshole. I certainly didn't act like one to him. I think because I didn't know the level of trouble I was in, he felt sorry for me. I slowed down a lot after that. Maybe watched the Dukes of Hazzard too much when I was young, I don't know. The thing is, that particular night, that Mondeo was half full of red diesel. You see why I said half full? Because I'm a pessimist. I'm not a pessimist, I'm an optimist. I'm not a pessimist. If I was a pessimist, I would say she was half empty red diesel. 20 years since I got my 4 points. Can you fix that selector in a bigger Dewalt drill? Yes, I have done. As the selector fell off, I'll fix it for you. They're pig to work at, but I don't care. These are easier. Usually. Good old Ribena. The thing was that Mondeo, she got a lot of heating oil in her time. And a bottle of 2-stroke 3.5. She was a 2-stroke Mondeo, 2-stroke diesel Mondeo. Anyway, I use one of the purest of the pure now, but I don't do many miles. I'm only doing 8,000 a year at the moment, so it wouldn't be one of my bigger outlays in the year. Right, let's see now. Scotland's didn't say it got sheared, but I'll have a look at it for you, I suppose. But I'm not taking a wild lot on to March anyway. But right, this is dirty first of all. But anyway, we'll clean as we go a little bit. Clean as we go a little bit. Pull everything out. There was a local filling station that had the red pump round the back. It was along the road, but the red pump was round the back. J-bulbs, and you could you get slick and I'll half tank into here without much attention being drawn. Not that I'm condoning the use of that. It's terrible practice. Nobody please do it. It's terrible. I'm over it. I've been rehabilitated. Anyway, the boy that sold it to me actually laughed his head off that I was caught speeding in that thing, because he didn't think it was possible. Caught speeding in that thing. He didn't think that was even a likely scenario, that somebody could be caught speeding in that. Yeah, Jeremy, contact me in the message requests in the TikTok. I'll talk to you anyway. Could be a while before I get to it because of a lot on at the minute. That's why I tell people I don't want no more stuff for a wee while, because there's people who've been waiting for weeks and stuff. That's all weeks. I was 18 TD. She was 1995, Big D. She was the old one. She was a 93 to 97 model. She was the old model. She was the old one. Paul Cook says, downhill all cars go fast. Yeah. Smiley Mark 1. She's the Mark 1. She was definitely a Mark 1 Mondeo. She wasn't the facelift one. Even the Jamaican bobsleigh team can go fast downhill, you know. It's not an achievement for a car to go fast downhill. Gravity's a great thing. Yes, William Durham, thanks, Big D, for answering that one. If you want, I have to explain this one every time. That is dirty. Tap that screen, guys. We've got 57 on the TikTok and only 63 as well on YouTube. So we're done with numbers. We're an hour and a half in, so an hour and a half seems to be the sweet spot for these things, but usually end up going 2 hours. How you do old gear? You do 3-litre gear, Martin? She was the newer model, she was the Mark II. You have a Clio and she struggles to get up the wee hills. Sorry to hear that. But Mondeo's going to kill down the hill. I have proved that. That has been proved. If I had a flux capacitor on that night, I could have went back to the future. Because I was over 88 miles an hour. If I had a time circuit set, I was on my way. Anyway. But as Dale tell you, the Mark 1 Mondeo was not fitted with a flux capacitor standard. Everything's where it should be. Nothing looks bent or broke. Grease doesn't look in great abundance. Yeah, but we'll have a look. Let's see. With the cover off the motor, we'll give the motor a wee clean first. We'll put that shell back on to keep as much crap out of the wheel assembly as possible. Motor didn't look too bad. We'll see what we're doing for chat here. Top messages, yes, and all messages. I'm just going into the chat filter to make sure she's showing the messages. Sometimes she takes a notion of not showing the messages. That's a bit of magic spray. Not that of Harry Potter. Right, we'll give the motor a wee, or the clutch a wee, Good job, you've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. TikTok's tell me. TikTok don't know. They don't understand. 90 minutes is not enough for a fake internet doctor. You know? Right, here we are. We've done the clean-up job on the motor and the switch, and as Big D once told me, don't hold my hand behind that when I go to shoot that out, because I can shoot out like a bullet out of a gun. I never want to do that, but yeah, safety first. Hope the catch ring's not away. That's not good. That's not a good sign. I have a pinpoint there somewhere. You see, I've been terribly delicate with it. Striker seized. Yes. We'll get there. I'm not a doctor, I'm a Terminator. I'm not going anywhere for at least an hour, half an hour or so. It's not I'll be back, it's I'll be still here. I'm going to take the O-ring off this and replace it with another one. There we are. It's off now anyway. It's in the bin. So we'll grease this up and see if we have a fix. With some grease, some magical grease. A magical man gave me this grease, to be quite honest with you. But I've been terribly sore on it. Because when I grease something, it's like somebody putting butter in spuds. You know what I mean? You remember I put the O-ring in here? That's a replacement O-ring there. Let's see. There's a bit of grease in that. Hopefully that's enough. I think so. It might be okay. I might put a bit of this green stuff right in the rest of it. Let's get out sticky oil stuff. See if I can north tube of that somewhere. There might be more in that tube. Put a bit of that right here. We'll see what happens. Put the lid back on. It might be a little bit. It might be scored a little bit, Martin. But you know. Hold on. I'm going to give her a word. It's only wonder she wasn't going right. because we will try it, you know. We've not to lose only time. It's not even the right shot. Noah said he wants the grease back for his boat. We'll see. Yes, to connect. Hey there, how you doing? Tap that screen. How are we doing here now? I'm going to look at something. Yep, we're still half the charge in the cameras. The cameras are about half flat, so I need to watch that in case I run out of juice. That happened to me one night. The camera switched off. It was just near the end of the stream and the camera switched off one night. Ran out of juice. Can I please fix your M18 12 amp? Possibly. Just buy a new chuck there cheap. New chuck for what, sir? I don't understand what needs a new chuck. Do you need a new chuck? Maybe I must something in there. Must something in the chat, maybe. We'll get this put back together anyway, and we'll see what we can do. I'll squeeze in. Come on. I'll reply to if you send me a message request and understand what you're on about, and I can speak the language you can understand, I'll reply. I'll not ignore it. But I can't really do a lot of discussion on here. It's hard to discuss things properly on here. It's better one-to-one the message request on TikTok if you're on TikTok there. Send me a message request after this live broadcast. Let's see. How many days of sunshine do you get in a year? We don't get many. We thought we had sunshine yesterday, but apparently it was just sunlight. We don't get many. Martin Rotary, I don't know what to tell you. How much do you get? That seems to be more your hobby than mine, you know. My hobby's fixing power tools. If you're interested in that, you know, there's plenty of other places on the internet you can find that. I can't really help you on that. It's not a subject I'm really much versed on. I have one myself. I know about it, but I don't really take interest in any other people's, you know. But if you're interested in that, God bless you, and I hope your husband's very good to you. Hope your husband loves you. Yeah. We don't get many. We don't get many. We don't get many trolls, except there's Martin Rotary there. Can we ban it? Can we ban him? How do we ban him? I'm not anti anything, or I'm not pro anything. But I'm anti your bullshit, you know. But you're gone, sir. Congratulations. You're the first guy to get... I'll put you in timeout, will I? I'll put you in timeout. I'll put you in timeout for 24 hours. There you are. Martin, you can no longer comment on this live stream or my channel for 24 hours. So go and say hello to your husband. And, you know, if you don't have a husband, go and marry yourself and be your own husband. How's that? That sounds like a good job for you. Bye! Martin, I would love to say that the guys in the stream miss you, but you know, a blind sniper wouldn't miss you. Going on throwing, you're at a severe disadvantage, you know. Sorry the guys in TikTok there, I had a wee bit of a troll on YouTube. He was getting feisty. He had to be removed from the chat. He's the first person I ever had to time out. He's the first person I ever had to moderate or do anything with on my chat. So there you are. You have that accolade now, Martin Rotary. So God bless you, sir, madam, and Godspeed to you. Right, we've even numbers with 58 each on the what did you miss? Oh, there was a guy called Martin Rotary, Pat. He was more interested in my sexual orientation and my views on LGBT, LMNOPQ, XYZ rights than he was in power tools. And you know, I wasn't really interested in that, so I just timed him out for 24 hours, Pat. Huh? I don't know. So he's returned to a safe place with his husband. Sorry. Is this locked up? Is what locked up? Terry Hirschberger. Time out is a chocolate bar. Time out is also something you can do on the internet. And it's not something in the Urban Dictionary before you start looking it up. It's, you can time out somebody he was interested in a different kind of tool, Pat. What do these guys think? What do these guys really think that they're going to tell an old boy like me that I haven't already heard before? What do they think they're going to? What do they think they're going to achieve? What is it all about? Like, what is the meaning of life? Say what again? You know, all those things. I forgot the little. Oh. I dropped it. This is almost a disaster, but I have spare ones anyway. But that's suboptimal. I dropped that somewhere. That's not great. I have a spare one somewhere. No, it's not the spring. We timed out the trolls. And we lost our spring. It's a wee spring that holds the battery connector out from the body a little bit. I dropped it. I don't know where it went. I have no idea where it went. But I have a spare one somewhere because I have a box of them things somewhere. Anyway, let me see. Here's one. Let's see. I'll put that there so I don't lose it. I'll take off these gloves because they're cumbersome. I'll try not to make the house any worse than it already is. Nope. I'll find that sometime. But I've got a spare one anyway. That's the main thing. There it is there. There what we're missing. So I'll get that put into place before I lose it again. Because I have spare ones of them, but I don't have infinite numbers of them. Right. Good man, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Suboptimal. Suboptimal sounds better than fucked. Definitely. It's more polite. But anyway, we'll put this together finally and we'll see if we have something that's not suboptimal, hopefully. But we still have a wrench to do and we're 2 years on. So we're 2 years on, so we need to hustle, man. And there's still 59 or something on the TikTok. There's still similar numbers on the YouTube. So I hate them things there. They're so annoying. Well, Pat, you're not wrong. I don't know where that went. Not going to do any harm anyway. I'll put the lid back on and worry later. There we are. Yep. Alright. Anyway. I hate that too. How important is it, in your opinion, Big D? How important is that counterbalance? When they want to give you baller, they give you baller. I didn't tell Mrs. Lefthandthread it would go more than 2 hours tonight. You know, between you and me, guys, if I told Mrs. Lefthandthread she was in for a long one tonight, we would, she would think I was lying. Deco, have you ever used pen springs as a replacement? What? No, I've not used pen springs as a replacement. Probably could be a wee bit. No, I think I'll get away 2.5 hours. The one I get into baller with was, or with her for was the 3.5 hour one. I come in at 12:30. Out at 9, come in at 12. Thank you, Derry City 1980. I'm looking for a good showing and a good amount of viewers on this live stream tonight. Yeah, good. Good enough. I remember that, Martin. Fixed a scooter with a spring from a record player. I have left a few out myself, sir. Sometimes they just start to affect my mental health. Them counterbalances, and I just leave them out. I just think, nah, we're not doing that tonight. That is not in keeping with my happiness, so we'll just go get on with it. Anyway, what are we looking at? What's that? Cube on to Fian. Yeah, I think that's probably the answer. I have cube on there as well. Right. If this goes at all, boys, we're going to call it a fix, I would say. I'm just warning you in advance. We'll put this on. I'll put this on. It's always nice to have bits left over, but you know, sometimes it's nice when you don't. Yeah. Let's see. The ball on there. Could be time for more monkey grease. There we are. Love that stuff. Satisfying. Last part, or second last part, there's a rubber differ as well. No, I don't sell any used stuff, sir. I do not currently sell used tools or batteries or anything like that. I don't sell any used stuff at all. What do we see? Get an SDS button laying around here somewhere. That looks alright. Right, let's see. We'll see if we can get her going. Fix or not. Thank you, Deco, for liking the live. Coke on the weekend. It's not Pepsi, sir. Pepsi. Martin's Fanta. We're going on it. We're hammering. I'm calling that fixed. We're 2 hours on, we didn't do so bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 fixes, is it? So, yeah. And we're counting the battery too, are we? Because the battery's just got the full charge. Let's see what voltage she's got to. Yes, Pat. You might well say that, you know, genocide's not something we're condoning here by any stretch of the imagination, but it's hard to bet somebody can invent a refreshing beverage like Fanta. But we're not condoning their other work. Anyway, battery fixed, SDS fixed, saw fixed, grinder fixed. With one more fix on the cards, and we'll have a clean sweep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. And we don't need our battery. No, we do need our battery. We will need our battery, hopefully. Is there a return of the Mac? Yes. And we got nothing. Lights are on, but no one's home. Like I said earlier, you mightn't be here earlier, 2 hours ago or whatever. The Mac is just a Dewalt impact wrench. It's not an adapter. It fits straight on because the Mac is an impact wrench made by Dewalt for Mac. This is the return of the Mac. We're going to see if we can get her fixed. By a series of fortunate events, I find myself in the enviable position that I have a spare motor for this. It's a red 899, that's what it is. Hopefully this will be a good one when I'm finished. Tap that screen, boys. Who's that? I don't know what that was. Might be an email or something. It's not so bad. Nobody messaging anyway. Nobody really important. Was the wife, she WhatsApped me. Tap that screen, guys, with 45 watching on the TikTok and 60 watching on the YouTube. And with 60 likes on the YouTube, which ain't too bad for YouTube. The Makita impacts pretty good, The Makita impacts are well made. The Makita impacts are well made. They have the anti-vibration on them, what the Milwaukee used to have. I think the Milwaukee's remedied that. Milwaukee had a problem with the anti-vibration. Used to get loose, the battery used to get loose, but I think they've remedied that in the new models. I understand. There's somebody on the chat to confirm that. But I do like the Makita. They're not the most powerful in the market, but I think they're pretty well made. They are expensive. They're more expensive probably than they should be, in my opinion. But I do rate them. They're not a bad impact. Hillside Hayes, I'm in County Tyrone in Northern Ireland. That's where I'm at. Yeah, they put the new floating suspension and the new M18 wrench, which was, hats off to them. That was well made. That was well done because that was required. I'm going to see with a sticker on there. I have. There's no sticker in the back. This is the first Mac I've ever opened. So we'll see. And I have all the screws out. It's just stuck together with grease. Well, somebody's put something in there, have they? It's not so good. No, I forgot a screw. Of course I forgot a screw. On the Doctor Lefthandthread, we didn't forget a screw. Wrong screwdriver. Must be getting late. Bring clothes for every type of weather ever invented, because you could get anything. In fact, the day that the week that this building I'm working on here was constructed, look, somebody shoved a bit of paper in behind the battery. They must have thought the battery connector, because they must have thought that would fix it. But anyway, that didn't fix it. The week that this wonderful building, this hallowed building, the doctor's surgery, was built, was the best weather we've had in the last 2 years. There was actually a month's good weather. June was exceptionally warm that year, and we haven't had anything significant since. There we are. Let's see what way we are now. We could try looking at the motor, see if there's any broke wires or anything, but we might as well just stick the whole plant in her when we have it. I think that wire's broke. I think them wires are not there. That wire is kind of exposed there. I think it's that wire, you know. Let's see what can we do. Have you a preference brand? Nah. No. We'll just stick the whole plant in her. We'll not fight. How have you been, Suresh? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'll keep this one. I'll keep this one and see if I can get her to go sometime, because I have a spare motor here. You know, a spare one here. Here's one we made earlier. The generosity of one of our subscribers. We find ourselves with a functional motor. What drill bits do you use with the thin end? Are you on about the screw taps that I use? I get these saber cut ones from Amazon. They're not the best, they're not the worst. If there's anybody on here that does this for a living, they can tell me what's the best, in their opinion, to use for what I'm doing. Because I can't get ones that last anyway, no matter what I buy. Let's see, there's that. Maybe things. There's that there. Anyway. I might as well grease this one came apart like that. There we are. Greasy grease. Put a button this too. Why not? When it's there, it's there. An anvil coming out is not what I wanted. No, it was not. Let's see. No. Not sitting right down there. Some where is the best one you used? We shall not speak his name. Suppose we can say yes, it was Big D. We can speak his name. We can say, see, get this lined up properly. There we are. Hopefully that's sort of lined up. No, it's not, you know. That's just right. We need to battle that in position. There we are. Good as new. Yep. I think that works. Sort of. Lovely. What do I see? I'll change the gloves again. That's the one noise, yes, Craig. I was hoping we weren't going to have another storm. Owen. No, I'm trying not to break the casing. It might not look like I'm not. It might look like I am trying to break the casing, but I am not. It's ultimately not my goal. That doesn't mean it might. That doesn't mean it won't happen. But you know, these are the perils of fix or fail Sunday surgeries. This is what you sign up for when you watch these things, you know. This is the sort of mayhem that ensues as a result of this. Right. We'll get our stuff together and we'll try and have no bits left over. We need the light. The light is what we need. There's the LED light. And goes on there. And this goes on. Here's the translucent fellow. Yes. Hello, Daniel Goody. I'm using ones from Amazon there. Hacking good. I must take a look at that. Must take a look at that. Good man, J-Bobs. Good man, J-Bobs. Wasn't putting that on backwards, you might go on. It's kind of fitting better the right way round. Funnily enough. Would you credit that, man? Let's see. Right. Is that there? There's this here. I had to make one of these one night. I lost one. I do the saber cut ones. I had the saber cut ones. I find them not too bad, but being the perfectionist that I am, I always like to try and up my game a little bit if I can. Right, let's see. Let me get these wires shoved in out of the way. We're 44 watching on the TikTok and 66 watching on the YouTube. So that's not bad. We need that little slider on this little thing. That's what I hate about these gloves, it's so hard to get the wee things on. You end up dropping them, looking for them, not finding them. What would you charge for a job like this, Jade? Or Big D? Big D. What would you charge for a job like this? That's better. Right spot now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, sir. That's only if we fix it. That's only if we can return them back to your former glow, right? Hard to beat the hammer. Hey, the man that invented the hammer was a great man. We'll see. We'll get this back together now to see if it goes. And we're probably nearly an hour and a half on, or 2 hours and a half on. Milwaukee make lovely hammers today. Some dodgy there. Dodgy get on there. I'm using a screwdriver in my bag. Or am I not? Oh, that's better. But if it only was someone who could give you a sample. If only was someone who had the ability to give you a sample so you could, you know, you could test it out. What do you call a claim? What's a claim? East wine's good, yeah. East wine is good. East wine's real nice. Keep using the wrong screwdriver. Just getting that time of the evening, guys. We've been at this for 2 hours and 24 minutes, so maybe no shame. The longest live stream I done was 3.5 hours long. I almost needed an IV after. I was completely knackered. Yeah. Oh, hey. Two more screws, guys, and we are finished. And we're wrapped up for the evening. And our battery's fixed and everything's good. Oh. The door's locked. There's a bolted inside. It could be trouble tonight. Could be trouble ahead. Anyway. Here we are. Fix or fail, guys. Paul Cook saying fix. The high speed. Fixes all the way tonight. Let's see. Forget about a glue to glue that label. Glue glue's too good. I have another glue in here. There we are. There we are. Glue that label. That's it. Glue that label back on. Anyhow, the fixes are as follows this evening. Mac wrench, Milwaukee battery, Dewalt SDS, Dewalt Angle Grinder, and Dewalt Circular Saw. And the one thing I must do before I go, there was another boot in this Mac, but I'll throw it back on her. Because I didn't want to be really fighting with it. No. A little boot in this Mac. So I'll put the boot back on maybe. But it's badly, it's sort of nearly finished, you know. It's harder to get on than it was like that. Anyway. I don't think I'll be able to put this on tonight. I think I'm just too knackered. And it's sort of wrecked in with this, but yeah, we'll fight with that later. No, we'll fight with that later. That's it. And Daly, thank you for joining the chat. We have a winner. That's everything. Everything is fixed. Everything's fixed. That's 5 items I had, and that's 5 fixes. That's a clean sweep. Better than last week. So tap that screen, guys. And I'll see if Mrs. Left-Hand-Thread lets me back into the house. I'll not tell her we burned my finger. She might ban me from the workshop. But tap that screen, guys. And if you're on the live chat, or you're on the live, give me a follow or subscribe on YouTube or TikTok, whichever platform you're on. And yeah, we'll see you next week, guys. We'll see what we have in store next week. God knows. Mightn't be as big an extravaganza because I just done a lot tonight. We're 2.5 hours on now, I would say. Yeah, we're just about 2.5 hours on. Good night to everybody, and thanks for sticking with us. I know what it gets after 11. It's a bit dodgy on a Sunday night for a lot of people. Right, good night. Good night, guys. Tap the screen. Throw a comment onto any of the videos. Doesn't matter, it's a wee smiley face or anything. Anything Black Dot Killer does it, he's a good lad. And thanks to everybody, all the usual guys and all the new people like Ann Daly and Sarush popping in again. Yeah, thanks to you all, and thanks to Daniel Horn. Keep in touch. Thanks, Sent for the butts. Appreciate that, J-Bubs. Thanks to J-Bubs, Black Dot Killer, Gas Bowling, Big D, Martin Kelly, Paul Cook, Pat McMahon, and all the new guys, and Sarush as well. And I've left you out, Gas Bowling, of course, and I've left you out, don't get cross. Just put a comment. And remember that guy, he's timed out for 24 hours, so let's see him. Thank you, Suresh. Appreciate that. Thanks for the sub on daily. Thank you. Give us a wee follow on the old TikTok, and if you don't like what I'm doing, you can always unfollow. Doesn't matter. Give us a wee follow. See, if you like the stuff, you like the stuff. If you don't, it's okay. Get on with your life. Thank you very much, and good night to TikTok. I'm going to close TikTok down, and good night to YouTube. See you later, guys. Adios. Goodbye, BW's Deals and DIY. Thank you.